Hello everyone and welcome to How-FixIT. If your iPhone 17 Pro is stuck in a boot loop, keeps restarting with panic logs, shows no service, or is completely dead, you're likely dealing with a logic board problem. In this video, I'll show you how to replace the logic board step by step and restore your iPhone to full working order. Before we get started, here's what you'll need for this repair: a precision screwdriver set, plastic pry tools, a pair of tweezers, a suction cup, and a screen disassembly tool, essential for safely separating the display from the frame. To restore water resistance, you'll also need adhesive sealing tape. I've included links to all the tools and replacement parts in the video description below. For the best results, I highly recommend using a magnetic mat to organize screws and small components during disassembly. The iPhone 17 Pro contains dozens of screws of varying sizes, and a magnetic mat helps keep everything secure and properly organized for reassembly. Alright, let's get started. First, power off your iPhone and remove the two screws located next to the USB-C port. Next, heat the screen. Warming the lower edge softens the waterproof adhesive. Apply gentle, even heat for 60 to 90 seconds at about 90 degrees Celsius or 194 degrees Fahrenheit. Place a suction cup near the bottom edge of the screen, then insert a thin blade into the gap between the chassis and the display to loosen the adhesive. Once a small gap forms, switch to a plastic pry tool. Keep the surface warm as you work your way around the edges. A well-heated screen separates much more easily. The screen is tightly glued to the frame, so apply steady, even pressure as you go. Ensure the surface stays warm as you work around the edges. This helps make adhesive removal easier. At the top edge, two hinges connect the display to the housing. Once you reach them, push slightly downward to release. Lift the display like a book from the side. Remove the screws securing the bracket over the display and front sensor connectors, then carefully disconnect the cables. Remove the 14 screws securing the cooling plate with the battery. Remove the screws securing the upper connector cover and remove it. Disconnect the two ribbon cables and remove the Face ID module. Remove the screws securing the second connector cover. Remove the screws that secure the camera module to the chassis, then disconnect the cables and lift the camera out of the phone. Remove the 3 screws securing the speaker, then remove it. Remove the screw securing the last connector cover. Disconnect all cables from the logic board. Carefully lift the logic board, but don't remove it from the case yet. Flip it over, remove the screw securing the connector cover, and disconnect the last cable. If your iPhone won't turn on, gets stuck on the Apple logo, randomly reboots every few minutes, shows no service, or has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth grayed out, the problem is often on the logic board. When a repair is impossible, a full logic board replacement is the safest solution. I've included a link to a compatible replacement logic board for the iPhone 17 Pro in the video description below. Because the logic board is paired with key modules like the battery, cameras, Face ID, and the display, you'll need to calibrate the new logic board using Repair Assistant after installation. I'll show you how to do that a little later. Start reinstalling the logic board by connecting the wireless charging coil cable first. Then carefully flip the logic board over and lower it into the iPhone housing. Make sure you don't pinch or strain the cable you just connected, and double check that no other flex cables are trapped underneath the board. Reconnect all remaining cables to the logic board, then reinstall the connector cover and secure it with its screw. Next, install the speaker into the housing and tighten the screws. Before installing the rear camera, use an air dust blower to clear dust from the lens and the surrounding area. Then seat the camera module, reconnect its ribbon cables, and secure it with the correct screws. Finally, reinstall the Face ID module, connect its 2 ribbon cables, and reinstall the connector cover, tightening the screw to lock everything in place. Place the cooling plate with the battery back into the phone and secure it with a few screws. Reconnect the display, power on the iPhone, and verify that it boots. After the replacement, you'll need to calibrate the new logic board with battery, cameras, Face ID, and the display using Repair Assistant. Go to Settings, then select General, and then the About section. You will see a new section, Parts and Service History. Go to this section and follow the calibration prompts. After the first boot, make sure the iPhone activates normally, then do a quick functional check. Test the cameras and Face ID, speakers and microphone recording, and confirm all buttons work. Check wireless charging and the USB-C port, verify cellular service for calls and data, and also test Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Finally, use the phone for a few minutes to confirm there are no random reboots, errors, or warnings. Once testing is complete, let's restore water resistance. Remove the old adhesive tape from the iPhone's frame. Once the iPhone is opened, the adhesive tape loses its sealing properties and can no longer protect your device from water and dust. To restore water resistance, you'll need to apply new waterproof sealing tape around the frame. However, if you don't have the new adhesive tape on hand, it's best to leave the old tape in place until you're ready to replace it. Use a cotton swab dipped in isopropyl alcohol, 91% or higher, to clean any remaining residue from the frame. Place the cooling plate with the battery into the iPhone and secure it with 14 screws. Carefully align the new adhesive tape with the edges of the frame, ensuring proper placement. Press down along the perimeter using a plastic spudger to secure it firmly. Once the tape is applied, peel off the top liner to expose the adhesive. Reconnect the display and sensor connectors, replace the bracket, and tighten the screw. Press gently along the screen edges to ensure a snug seal, then reinstall the 2 screws near the charging port to finish assembly. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more tech tips and guides. Visit our website for more insights and do-it-yourself guides. Remember, every tech challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Thanks for watching HowFixIT, and we'll see you in the next one.